2 days after Russia invaded Ukraine, the Koluba'ev family joined a small caravan with friends and drove more than 500 miles to the Hungarian border. Steps from the checkpoint, Artem Koluba'ev said goodbye to his wife and children, not sure when or if the family would reunite. Ika Koluba'eva and their 2 daughters are in the U.S. now, where they have found safe haven in a Washington, D.C. suburb. They've been here for more than a month, hosted by an American couple who learned about them on social media. In Ukraine, as well as several other countries of Eastern Europe, the paternal surname may be varied slightly based on the family member's gender. Our first desire was to stay, not to go, Koluba'eva says. But the next day, there were explosions all around and our windows were shaking, our furniture was shaking, and we realized we have to go. It was unthinkable to imagine that in the 21st century, somebody would come and bomb a European city, our downtown. That was impossible to accept, she says. President Biden has said the U.S. will accept 100,000 Ukrainian refugees who are fleeing the war, but only a trickle have resettled so far. Koluba'eva and her daughters made the journey to America on tourist visas that are scheduled to expire in September. For now, they're grateful for a safe haven in Arlington, Virginia, near Washington. After all of our experiences, everything we lived through, this was at least a place where we could sleep normally and regain our physical strength, Koluba'eva, 42, said on a recent spring day as she sat in the backyard. The couple says this isn't the first time they've invited strangers to live with them. Last year, they hosted an Afghan family that now lives on its own nearby. Thompson Gaines stumbled upon a Facebook post by a friend of the Koluba'ev family saying that a Ukrainian mother and her 2 daughters who had escaped the war were looking for shelter. It's opening up your heart and your life to let people in, says Thompson Gaines, a self-styled kindness acronetics. Every person wants the same thing. We all want safety. We want a warm place to sleep. We want food. We want our children to have education. The war in Ukraine has fueled the fastest-growing refugee crisis since World War II, one that advocacy groups predict will last for years.